Hi Scorpio, welcome to your month ahead horoscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading or FLP or PLR session, you can do so on the website address below. If you haven't yet, so you can sign up for the Winter Solstice Alignment Activation Session. Places are going fast. Check it out in the description box below. And finally, this one's really exciting. You guys asked a long time ago now, and I have finally created a retrograde survival kit. You can get it, it's half price at the moment, $19.99 compared to $39.99, and it's going to be that way for a little while yet, right up until the 31st of October, which is the day that Mercury goes retrograde. So, you know, to help you cope with all of the planetary retrogrades that you are going to face at one time or another, there is a guide, there is a strategy, there's a crystal, there's a quote, there's all of that good stuff. If you want to get that for half price, you can do so in the description box below. With that said, if I would like to bless even all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what is in store for your October. And for those of you that are all right. Your actions and interactions with the world at large. You get the Knight of Wands, right? This is about travel, it's about commuting, it's about going to different places and different people. It's about being passionate and vibrant and living life to the full. You could find that October is a very busy month for you. Scorpio, this looks like you are kind of here, there and everywhere. You know, this is like you're doing a little bit of everything this month, which is really exciting for you guys anyway. It does say that you're going to be burning bright and hot this month, right? You're going to be very busy, very active. You could find as well that there are not necessarily trysts, but you could find that there are a lot of admirers coming your way this month, right? You could be seen to be very desirable this month. You could be having a lot of passionate flings. You could be having flirty conversations and people are looking at you like, damn, like, you know, this is a really great month for you. You're feeling it. You are in your power. You're in your dynamic energy. And when I say dynamic energy, it's not necessarily a phrase that you would attribute to Scorpio, right? Because it's more passionate and deep and penetrative. But you're tapping into your own dynamic energy this month. You're tapping into your own passion and zest for life and for people, and this desire to connect, right? So, and you're taking that desire and you're literally spreading it out into the world, which is brilliant. It's really exciting. But yeah, it looks like you're burning very bright and hot this month, which is always nice to see. So your money and materials this month. This month you get the Four of Cups, right? So things when it comes to finances, interestingly enough, it looks like you might be finding ways to gather money from various different sources. So rather than just relying on one specific income, you could be finding that there are more options available to you this month, that you're finding ways to make money that go beyond what you thought was possible, right? Because the Four of Cups always brings you something closer to home that you didn't expect. It very often says that there are more options available to you than you can see at the moment. And the fact that this is in your money and materials, right next to that Knight of Wands, you could be finding that multiple income streams are happening for you this month. You could be designing ideas or products that create multiple income streams for you. This is a really good month for that. The only thing that I will say to you is, because you are burning very bright and hot this month, do find time to rest, right? So if you find that you know 6 days out of 7 you know you're doing something, you're going somewhere, you're seeing somebody, fantastic, enjoy it, right? What I will say to you though is, on that 7th day, if you then get another invite, take that time to rest, take that time to decompress, to not be so busy, to not be dynamic, because your health you could probably find that you'll have like a little bit of a not a dust up, but just nobody can burn bright and hot consistently all the time, right? That's the only thing that I will say to you. So your communications with the world at large, you've got the High Priestess. Hidden things are coming to light, right? You could be having conversations this month that give you ideas for new income streams. You could be having ideas this month where you are really in your element, where you're coming up with idea after idea, and they're coming from the cauldron within you, right? They're coming from within that deep intuitive space within you. The fact that you've got the happy birthday to those of you that are celebrating this month as well, by the way. Your High Priestess there in your communications means that this month you are not that you're not already, but this month you're very, very psychic. This month you are able to take that penetrative gaze, and just by talking to people, you can hear what they're trying to say, what they might be carrying, what is going on with them. Your insight this month is going to be really, really powerful. The only thing that I will say to you with this is, because it's a wonderful thing to have, it can sometimes make us sometimes if you know you've got it, you can use it to pry. And that's what I want you to err on the side of caution. If you can feel something and sense something, let somebody divulge it. If you just kind of blurt it out and tell them how they're feeling, sometimes that can be very, very unnerving. Sometimes it can throw people into a bit of a paranoid spin because they think, shit, has somebody else told them that? Or, where has this come from? Like, if you're feeling something and your intuition is 100% spot on this month, but let other people speak their worries, their issues, their fears, you will see it all anyway, right? So, I mean, a good strategy for that would be, right, I know that this is going on, so I'll make a strategy for helping you with that. And then, when they actually divulge it to you, you've already got the strategy in place because you felt it intuitively. Whereas if you just kind of go straight in and say, oh, well, this and this is what you're facing right now, that can be very, very unnerving to some people. Actually, I have a story that I will tell on the live read this month about that. Somebody remind me about it, please. Then finally, with your heart and half sector, so let's have a look at your relationships this month. You got the Star card. This is beautiful, right next to the High Priestess. I do believe, for those of you that are single, a hidden admirer is about to make themselves known. I truly believe that this month somebody could really come forward and just say, look, you know what, I got a level with you. I fancy the pants off of you, and I have done and it looks like they have done for quite some time. This will certainly be somebody that you have known for at least it might even be longer than that, because the Star card as a time sequence is 17 plus years, right? So it could be that somebody that you've known for a very long time could come forward this month and say to you, look, you know what, I'm really, really like you. Do you want to go on a date? For some of you, this is about somebody that you meet that you've met over the airwaves. For others, this is somebody that you are possibly a really good friend with. You could find that bond deepens, and before you know it, you guys could be, heading towards something else, beyond friendship. For those of you that are partnered, the Star card is beautiful because it suggests that whatever issues you may have been having, whatever you have divulged to a partner or whatever they have, it's like one of you has really bitten the bullet and said, look, you know what, I need to talk about this. And rather than drive a wedge between you, it's actually brought you closer. It's given you a lot more strength. It's given you a lot more power for your relationship. And with the Star card there, it basically says that you guys are seeing each other now in a brand new light. You're seeing each other in ways that you haven't for a long time, if ever, which is really, really nice. It's such a beautiful energy. All right, so your first week of the month. You got the Temperance card. Yeah, I mean, this is a double hit of Sagittarius energy. So you know, you could be talking to people from different places, you could be having lots of conversations about religion, about spirituality, you know, really helping people talk about some of the deeper philosophical thoughts that they have. You could be expressing these things from yourself as well with the Temperance card. This whole thing with your actions and interactions with the world at large, it's almost like you can't get enough of people, places, different things, talking about everything. It's kind of like people are going to be like, damn, like I need to hold on to something just watching you, because, you know, it's like you can't keep still. Have you got ants in your pants, or have you been you know, have you been taking drugs? Like, what's going on? Second week of the month, you got the Wheel of Fortune, triple hit of Sagittarian energy now. I mean, this is beautiful, especially for those of you that are, I mean, well, not necessarily, this is for all of you, to be fair, but for those of you that are ascendant Scorpios, Jupiter is in your second house, right? So finances, money looks really good. Opportunity, right? Luck, abundance, synchronicities, things that come left of field. It could be, literally, as I said that, two beautiful little birds just flew off together. All right, which is great. Finding another stream of income. This second week of the month could reveal to you how much money could be made doing various different things rather than just one specific thing, which is really exciting. Your third week of the month, you've got the Emperor card. Yeah, so where it is that you have power, where it is that you have authority, where it is that you have, what's the word? Where it is that you're, you know, that you have your innate gift, right? This third week of the month, you've got to be really, really careful, because like I said, like, your ability to see things, to intuit things is already powerful. With these cards, it's even more so. And the fact that you can do that, this is the month for you not to do that, right? Listen first, speak after. Create a strategy around whatever it is that you intuit, for sure, but this is not a month for you to tell people how they feel. Sometimes people really need that. Sometimes people need someone to say, look, this is what you're feeling, this is what you're facing, this is what's going on in your life, this is how you should deal with it. This is not that month. This month, people just need to have somebody listen and not tell them what they're feeling. It's almost like they know they have to divulge it themselves. And then your fourth week of the month, as Mercury goes retrograde, you've got the Magician card with the Star card. I mean, for single Scorpios, this is you finding somebody, connecting with somebody, aligning with somebody that really just absolutely knocks your socks off and lights you up. It could be somebody that really, like I said, has had a crush on you for quite some time, or that you've had a crush on them for quite some time. But for those of you that are partnered, I mean, this is great, because it suggests that you and your partner are sharing your power equally. It's almost like you're acknowledging what you bring, they're acknowledging what they bring, and it's just heightening the experience. For those of you that are single, it does look like this person that's coming into your life is in some form of a position of authority. So they would probably be, they could be an Aries, they could possibly be a Gemini or a Virgo, or, you know, or a mix of those, but it doesn't have to be specifically those. But yeah, there's definitely energies that are coming through for sure. But this person is very likely indeed to be in some kind of a position of authority. You've got the Emperor card there with the Magician. That's usually like a CEO, that's a boss, that's somebody that is really high up there, you know, somebody that is in charge. The fact that you've got it next to the Wheel of Fortune and the Temperance card, this could be somebody that is also very spiritual. It could be a spiritual leader of some sort, right? But whoever this person is, they are in a position of authority. So, your key to the month. I'm loving this new deck of mine. It's the Green Witch Tarot. I love it. You've got the 8 of Chalices, right? So, Scorpio rules the 8th house, but the 8 of Cups. This is literally you walking away from your past and right into your future. And this is you saying to yourself, you know what, I don't need to address an emotional imbalance because there isn't one anymore. Right? This is, usually people say like, oh, I'm going to do this healing, I'm going to let this go. You don't need to. You've done it. This is just about arriving where you're at and making a conscious decision to do so. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.